We're going to talk about the 4th of July, and we have limited time, so let's go, because this is a spot that people across the globe would crawl over cut glass and barbed wire and float in leaky boats just to be where we are. And so we need to understand what it is. You understand that if a company on one side, if a car dealership on one corner and a car dealership on another corner, one's prospering and one's failing, there's a reason. If there's a factory on one corner and a factory on another corner, one's failing, one's succeeding, if a church on one corner and a church on another corner, one's failing, there's a reason. When there's a country on one side of a river that's prospering and a country on the other side of the river that's failing, there's a reason. And it's important that we know why that is, because when we do things that destroy that, it's just not a right thing to do. What about this place? 4% of the population of the world call themselves Americans. Every year they write more books, more plays, more symphonies, more copyrights, more inventions than the other 96% combined. Why? For thousands of years, people hoped to someday fly. It was Americans that invented the airplane and the light bulb and the telegraph and the telephone, the global positioning system. If you put a collar with a little chip in, a little girl in Poland, in Warsaw, loses her puppy dog, she can take an iPhone, go on the internet, through the GPS, find exactly where her puppy dog is, all of it conceived, invented, and maintained by Americans. Half of all the people on earth live on less than $2 a day. Half of those live on less than $1 a day. The second richest spot on earth is Western Europe, France, Germany, Britain. In America, we have a level below which we will not permit a person to sink. You come here, wave your foreign flag, put your feet up on the gripe and complain about the country. We will bury you with stamps for food, a roof over your head, a bed to sleep in, unlimited health care for you and anybody you've ever met, unlimited education. A person living in poverty in America, this is not my opinion, this is the Rector study done by the Heritage Foundation and the Wall Street Journal, done every 24 months for the past 37 years. A person living in poverty in America is more likely to have a telephone, a television, an air conditioner, an automobile, eats more meat, and has more square footage space than the average resident of the second richest spot on earth, Western Europe. The question would be, why? This place blesses people as none other. All over the world there are skyscrapers. Why? Because an American named Elisha Otis invented the elevator. And there are places where it's 100, 120 degrees. Why? Because an American named Willis Carrier, God love him, invented the air conditioner. And made a ship parking in Singapore at this very moment is using a GPS, a global positioning system conceived, invented, and maintained by Americans. No other nation on earth could send men to the moon. As they circle the moon, would read that in the beginning it was God who created the heavens and the earth. As they land on the moon, would take communion in recognition of Christ shedding his blood for all mankind. There's never been a place like this place. And whenever anybody's in trouble, who do they call? When a ship is attacked on the high seas, has happened over 300 times last year, has happened repeatedly in the last month, as you've seen, to whom do they appeal? The 327,000 Americans that wear the uniform of the United States Navy. If it weren't for them, there would be no peace or stability. You couldn't take your yacht and go across the Mediterranean for fear that somebody would get you, but they know that there's Americans. Now, as a result, America has done good for people. And it blesses folks. And that puts it in the line of fire. And I'll just tell you this, quite frankly. America's not under attack because it's evil. America's under attack because it's good.